happy Hump Day. Today's the day, middle of the week, and we're talking about Love Hurts. Happy Hump Day. I hope your week is going great, and if it's not, my apologies. I hope things get better for you. Today we are talking about Love Hurts. I'm going to tell you now, there's going to be at least one name on here I can't pronounce, but I'm going to try real hard. So this is the 4K Collector's Edition. Come on now. That's just a money grab, in my opinion. Yes, there are some bonus features. Just to get this out of the way, there's an alternate ending, which is horrible, deleted and extended scenes, and 3 little documentary features where they talk about making movie, the fight scenes. Now, the special features on there are really nice as far as the talking about how the movie was made. But other than that, calling it a collector's edition is just kind of, no. Come on, my friends. No. When you are going up against boutique labels and actual collector's sets or editions and studio movies, nothing about a studio movie is a collector's edition unless they've put some work into it. But anyway, let's take a look at it. Love Hurts 2025, rated R, 1 hour and 23 minutes. A realtor is pulled back into the life he left behind after his former partner in crime resurfaces with an ominous message. With his crime lord brother also on his trail, he must confront his past and the history he never fully buried. Directed by Jonathan Eusebio, maybe? Written by Matthew Murray, Josh Stoddard, Luke Passmore. Starring Quan. That's the little boy from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, by the way. He won an Academy Award recently in Everything Everywhere All at Once. Ariana DeBose, Mustafa Shakir, or Shaker, I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about it. I told you guys fair and square there were names I was not going to get right. And I'm a huge fan of the producers of this. Bullet Train, fantastic. The Fall Guy, fantastic. I love it so much. But that being said, and I'm talking about David Leitch. I had to look to get the name, to make sure I had the name right. David Leitch does some great stuff, and he is a visionary in the way he does action movies and the way he sees through the camera, in my opinion, and forms a scene. I stand by that Fall Guy was one of the greatest movies of last year. I've seen it like 17 times now. It's just a movie for cinema fans, and especially fans of stunt work. But this movie doesn't have that magic. It's not a bad movie. It's a good movie. It's got a good amount of action in it, and it's not bad action. And the story, the basic bare bones of the story, is a fantastic start. But there's something missing. I'm not sure what it is. I don't have the answer for that. And just a quick note from our friends over at Blackout Coffee Company. Make sure you head over and give them a try. Links in the description. But when I was watching it, did I enjoy the movie? Of course, it was nice. I'd been waiting for it to come out, and as soon as it came out on physical media, I bought it. I wasn't mad about the price. I got it in 4K, so of course it looks beautiful, looks fine. But there's a few of the fight scenes, it comes across like when you're watching them, it feels off. And from watching the special features, it's because there's quite a bit of wire work. Now, it's all practical. However, there are wires in several of the fight scenes that you don't see, obviously, in the movie, but it makes it look weird. Instead of having a real nice flow to the fight, as cool as it looks, mentally you're like, that looked a little funny. And that just took me out of it. I know that all the people in this movie and the fight coordinators and Quan, or however you say his name, sorry, no offense intended. He has a huge background in martial arts and he's quite good at it. But this whole premise of the everyman, this normal, everyday, not necessarily what you would consider manly man, getting into trouble and the past having to come back and he has to unleash the past violent him, that gets done in every other Indian cinema. And it gets done well. It is one of my favorite subgenres of Indian cinema. That normal, everyday guy, and then when his back's against the wall, he takes out the violence and just performs a ballet of violence against any and all comers. And Indian cinema uses wire work nonstop. But you can't really, even though you know it looks different, like you can't really throw that guy 20 feet across over there. The flow, they have it down to an art, to a science, where even though it's abnormal, the flow of it looks fantastic. And this movie, just other than the fights, there's no chemistry between him and the woman, his old partner, that he's in love with in the movie. Her character is awful. Like, they needed to pick any other actress. I'm not saying she's a bad actress. I'm saying in this role, she just doesn't pull it off. And it just leaves it lacking. And as much as I hate to say this, as much as I wanted to love this movie, it's a 3 out of 5 maybe for me. Is it rewatchable? Yes, I could probably watch it again and maybe my opinion might change just a little bit. But between some of the fights being off, now some of the fights were fantastic, especially the climactic fight between him and his brother. That was outstanding. But some of the others were not. And the story just misses the mark. I've seen many other things that are much better pulled off much better. That's it. Now, you might watch this movie and love it, and I hope you do. If you've not seen this, I would suggest watching it, especially if you like action movies. There's just, I think in the hands of, like, if David Leitch had done this movie, he probably could have pulled it off because he has such a visual style. But this director, Jonathan Eusebio, whatever, however you say it, I don't know anything about him. I don't know if he's done other movies. I don't know. He may be great. But in this movie, it just misses the mark. Anyway, there you have it. That's the review. It's in the can. And I'm getting out of here. All right? For Michael, the microphone, Bob, squeaky chair in the back, and this big fat nerd, we will see you Friday.